Hello everybody and welcome to the Salted Tomatoes channel. Today we're going to be doing a little tips and tricks video in Deadside. Today we're going to be looking at 5 different cities, or more like towns, not cities, around the map. We're going to be doing 3 up in the north here and 2 down south in this area. We will be listing the cities and we'll be looking for the best loot in those 5 cities. And we've chosen these 5 cities kind of out of the best ones that we know of, the best ones that we've seen. And then we threw a random 1 or 2 in there, just in case. But we have some of our 5 best picks for top loot. And that's basically the point of the video here. So, how you doing there? You still meditating?
Yeah, I was enjoying nature.
Uh-huh. I see you
good,
levitating
yeah.
as well, so I guess meditating seems to be
a lot
working.
of nature here.
Oh, yep.
Hear all those birds?
Yep, I do hear the birds.
Yeah.
So...
They're very loud. Okay, that's better. Okay, let's go.
Oh, okay. Peter might be upset with you. Oh, it's Russia. Never mind. We don't have to worry about that. Okay, so first off, we're gonna be checking this town over here, Berigovu, I believe. But I also have this thing. It'll Google Translate in the Russian translation, which this game is Russian. So now we can actually figure out what the town actually is pronounced. So here you go. Here we go.
Berigovoy.
Okay, Berigovoy. That's it. There we go. So that's the Russian translation. You heard it here, folks. So let's continue. We're gonna head to Berigovoy, down the road here. This is our first pick for our top 5.
Wait. Say that again. Berigovoy.
Yep, Berigovoy. So this town down here, Berigovoy. We're gonna be heading here. There's always a mission, but we're not gonna be worried about the mission. We're just gonna be going to the actual.
There's gotta be a better way to pronounce it. Maybe how would you say it? Berigovoy? No, that sounds
maybe Italian, maybe
German or something.
Well,
how would you say it in Russian with a nice thick accent?
Well, I don't know if I do it service with that.
Yeah, I think we give up before we get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
Alright, look at this. Is this the town?
No, this is not the town. This is a town just outside the safe zone. The Berigovoy is right... Well, actually, I believe we are entering it. Let me check. We're just out of the... What?
Yeah, just some hostiles.
Yeah, I think this whole area is Berigovoy, but... oh, no, it's not. No, is it? Is it not? I don't know. Is it? Berigovoy, Shashnakovaga, whatever that is, over here. So actually, I think we're in that town. We need to keep going ahead till Berigovoy. Okay, stop. That's enough. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to keep going ahead of ourselves. Here, we're in a different town called Shashnakovaga. This is a town right directly out of the safe zone, which is something I didn't mention earlier.
So, to be fair, we did do some smaller backpacks because we figure most people they're not gonna have our weapons. I get that. But,
yes,
I don't
we do
go
have
anywhere
nice
without a good weapon. So,
yeah, we have pretty
however,
good weapons.
we reduced to smaller backpacks, and we're both just gonna loot, and we'll see how much money we generate from the town, and we're gonna rate the town. Now, this must be the urban area.
Yes, this town up ahead of us is the one we're going to try to loot. So basically, we're going to be raiding it in 2 factions. Kind of, we're going to have the money one, and we're going to be raiding it in weapons, or weapons, armor, that kind of stuff. Useful materials that would help you in combat.
Interesting enough, I have never been in these towers before.
So this is Berigova right here. Can
you get into these towers? I mean, I've been playing this game for a while now, and I've never.
I don't know.
I guess you can't get into these towers.
You can't get into them. It doesn't look like it. So yeah, basically we'll be raiding it like that. And we got small backpacks, so we have normal backpack, which is assault backpack. So this is about medium loot. We're going to be trying to carry as much as we can and see what happens of it. So first town here.
Oh, we got other people looting here.
I don't know if they're looting here. Oh, I think they were doing the mission.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, it's my town. Get out.
Okay. Lovely inhabitants in this town.
I'm the mayor of this town.
So we can't go in here. I don't think we can loot. They were doing the mission, by the way. It looks like. I don't think they were looting this town. They had a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so
The
this
heck?
town
Whoa.
already is very disappointing. All these towers and you can't get into them.
Well, we're also slightly under the town, it looks like. We have to go a little bit more
It looks
north.
like here's a pistol. There's a crappy pistol. I'm not even gonna make it worth my time to pick it up.
We'll pick it up because we have to show loot. So this
All right,
this
I'll
can
let
be
you
sold.
pick it up.
This machine oil can be sold for a decent amount of price. I believe that's like 500 cash. So you can loot some of these vehicles. Okay, there's a broken flashlight here. Let's grab that.
Oh yeah, boy, that's
This
this town.
bus here. Nothing in
This
the
is a
bus.
bust.
Nothing, can't go in there. So we skipped over that little town with all those vehicles just because that was a different town. So these
Well, this is the big city here.
vehicles you
This
can
is-
loot, so
this
let's
is
grab
the
some
big city of
ammo.
Very Go Boy.
So we're looking, remember we're rating in money, so we'll be calculating the money afterwards and the weapons. Not much here. You can't get in these buildings, surprisingly. Even though it looks like there's rooms. Maybe we could try, is there another way around? Any way around the building? Anything at all?
No, there's, I don't know if there's any way. I'm looking at this little shack over here. I just feel like, you know, all my hopes and dreams of this town have been dashed.
Yeah, so this
I really
little
tried to make it a go here.
shack, I believe we did pass by this place before, and that's why we just completely forgot about it, because it seems like there's not much to grab here, not much to do. Now these vehicles could have stuff in them, so that's one bonus. Let's keep looking here. There could be more stuff.
There's a tank down the street down there.
This is more of a city than anything else.
Oh, look at that. Is that, here's a mural. Look at this. Alright.
Yeah, lovely meal. So that's a bonus. That's a point up for the town
Yeah,
because you know
that's
that really
worth
adds
something.
something. Oh, nice! Found an axe.
Oh, this is some sort of shop.
Gun shop looks like. So we got some ammo. We got an axe.
Here's a pair of pants.
So
tracksuit
some
or something.
soup. Okay. That's about it for that building. Let's cross the street, see what we got on this side. More vehicles here.
It's just so, I mean, the town just has so much potential and so underwhelming.
Yeah, kinda, but we're still getting some stuff, so that's one benefit. Look at these little shacks. This reminds me of a map in DayZ. This probably copied from it, but look at this stuff. I don't know if this is
Another
garages
building over here.
or little tiny apartments. Oh. So a little bit of nails, so some building supplies, interesting. Nothing in here. So really not much. This is not, we are on an official server, so to let everyone know, this is not boosted. This is the base loot for the game. So this is what you get without putting any modifiers on it. And we're not counting patrols, which those are the guys we're counting now. Because patrols are everywhere. You can find them everywhere, and they're not tied to towns, and that would be unfair to tie some to towns. So, we're just doing loot-wise, grabbing as much as we can, and prioritizing loot. So if we find something better, we'll pick it up. So a lot of rope, so some building materials, so these batteries, that's electronic
Okay,
components.
so we're not looting these guys that I just shot, to be clear.
You can loot them, but we're not going to calculate them in the total.
Okay, well, just in case, because I mean, you gotta think, okay, if you're coming into a town, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're new in the town. And you go out on the town, you know, for, I don't know, a cocktail drink or a cup of coffee or something, and along comes these schmucks who try to shoot you, right? That's all part of the town's story.
Not so much, just because the road is where the patrols spawn. And you can find patrols on all the roads. So if you want to loot patrols, which patrols are very lucrative, they have decent weapons and they have decent stuff sometimes. But
so I think the loot is configured in a little bit.
I don't think so, because it's a town. Now this spawned right here, so
Yeah,
we can
but
grab that.
they always got schmucks in the town you got to deal with.
Well, not in this town. We didn't see anyone who was in the town. They were just patrols, so that's what I'm calculating.
Okay.
If there was people in the town already when we got here who were just standing there guarding the town, then yes, that's what I would say, because that's people who are always here. Alright, I believe we're out of Baragova now. Well, we're on the outskirts. So this is the last building we're going to loot, and then we're going to turn tail. You can see in my backpack here, this is all I got. You can put pistols here. I'm not going to calculate these. These are my weapons. This top half is mine, except for the money and the ammo. Here, that's all here. So that's all stuff I got so far. I got two types of broken flashlights here. I got an axe. And quite a nice stuff. So what I'll do is if I find something that is worth more than one of these objects, I will drop it and pick it up. And that's how we're going to calculate the loot. Okay.
They say you need to get out of town as soon as possible if you live here.
Yeah, this right here is.
Now there is this warehouse there, but this is not really in the town. This is something different here, Joseph. You can't really, you know. Is this part of the town?
It's part of it because it's right next to it. I mean, it's literally right next to it. If you're gonna loot the town, you loot this too. This usually has a mission that spawns here. So this is part of it in a sense, because it is right next to it, and missions can sometimes spawn there. Okay, look at this. See this right here? This is a circular saw. That is an amazing find. I'm going to pick that up. That is worth a lot of money. So I found that one of the vehicles here. That's going to be...
Come here, I found a beanie.
Beanie? Oh, nice.
Oh, and some nails.
Hear that? They were loot. Some guy is dead here. That means they shot him. That's what those guys are doing. So tracksuit pants, you can wear them. They're really good for rags, but that's about it. So hard hat. That's probably worth more than my broken flashlight, so let me pick that up. Okay. We're just looking at the warehouses, so we got one really good item. The rest are kind of crappy. Sounds like someone's dead here. Here flies. Gets glitched out. Just looking here. The crates, you can look around. They spawn stuff on the crates in the back here. Sometimes you'll find something like this right here. Look at that fire axe. I only have one, and I have a weapon. So in this case, I'm not going to take it. And these axes are both the same, just different colors. So in that case, I can't take it. So I'm going to factor that in because I got a small backpack. But yep, so we got a fire axe. Those are worth something.
Some painkillers.
Painkillers, those could be worth
That
something.
should help with the pain of having to live here.
Yeah, it's kind of a crappy, salty town, I guess you could say.
It has so much potential, and you know.
Okay.
Crappy
So
gun.
sometimes there is people here, so unfortunately, looks like those people took them out. So that is lucrative. If you could get here and take those people out, you might get some extra weapons of something.
A sheep
You're
now.
not gonna get anything too good because no military guys, but you'll get something. Okay, so I'm not liking what I see here. Well, I mean, I'm not seeing anything else. Let's say that. So I think we should start heading back. This is a good wrap up for this. We'll probably just head right back. So let's get on our way back. You coming?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get out of town. Get out of here, and then head our way back to the safe zone. Sell it all off, see how much money we get, and...
So if you live here, I would suggest finding a new town to live in.
Yep.
This is a very sucky town with nothing in it. It would be cool if you could actually go into the towers, though, you know, and like have all these different rooms in there that would spawn different stuff, and then you get into battles inside those buildings.
Yeah.
That would be kind of fun.
Would be interesting, that's for sure.
But, you know, the other factor that I think needs to be considered is how much, you know, the amount of patrols. We've run into two different groups of patrols. That should be configured into whether a town is successful loot, right? Because if you gotta fight patrols all the time, and you risk getting killed and having your stuff taken and all that, you know, that should be configured in.
Yeah, could be.
So at least my rating, I'm gonna configure that in. I give this town a whopping 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10?
That's my rating.
I don't want to put patrols in it, because the fact we're just rating the town. We're not rating the traffic or the town.
But you know, the fact I had to fight 2 patrols off in town.
And you don't have to
And
fight.
I know there are other towns that you can raid, you know, you can raid, and you might get 1 patrol or sometimes no patrols.
The thing is that you're looking at just a town, and the stuff that's in it. And it patrols, yes, that's dangerous, but it's random. That sometimes patrols spawn quicker than others. I mean, so I don't know if it's a fair accusation to put against the town, but I'm gonna say I give it a 4 because I got that saw out of it, which is really good. So four for that town.
So, are we adding up our 2 ratings and then coming up with a official rating, or are we just having our individual
I
stamp?
think we add it up and make an official rating. So if you
Okay.
did 2, I did 4. That town or Berry Gova has an official rating of 6. So we rate 6 for Berry Gova. All right, let me sell off all the stuff, and then we'll see what type of loot we got regards to it. So we rated a 6 for the town itself, how much we got, but we can see how much money we actually acquired from it. So we got 1 gun, or at least I got 1 gun, which was pretty bad. Sell that. That's 400 cash I got from I believe the facility.
So I made a whopping 5,500 rubles.
Okay, well I'm gonna sell the saw off, sell those. So the rope sells for 500 each, the battery sells for 1,000 each, the spark plugs sell for 1,500 each. So add all that up together, that's 15,000 rubles. So I made 15,000. How much did you make?
5,000.
Okay, so in total that's pretty good.
It's impressive.
So you said you made 5,000?
Yeah, they had an oppressive government there. And,
okay, so if you made 5,000, that's 25,000 for Berry Gova, 25,800. So we'll write that down and calculate that into the money cash amount. So 25,000 in total.
so you gave it a 4, and I gave it a 2. So it's a 6 on the scale. You want to write that down on a scratch piece of paper?
I got that down. So we got 6 points for the
crappy town.
Yeah. So that's not that great, you know. But that's what we rated it as far as loot. We got pretty lucky. That saw is kind of rare. That's why we rated it lower. We made 25,000 both collectively. So keep that in mind. You're not going to make that much. I made 15,000. So if you do want to get that town, you're only going to get about 50,000. At least that's what we're based off of this one time that we're going there. So just keep that in mind. So that town is 6 points in total. So we're going to move on to the next town now. And we'll see what the next town looks like. So we'll meet you there.
I'm sending you an SOS.
But here we go. We're in Yantar. We took up a patrol. There is patrols that go on the road quite a bit, so you have to be careful if you're starting out.
This town is laid out like a Russian, I don't know, suburb maybe?
Yeah, it's incomplete though. It's an incomplete town, and it'd be interesting to see how much we get. We only have this much space, so interesting. I did end up selling some more items that I forgot to sell, so I added that to the total, by the way, for the last town. So we'll be checking that out later. Okay. So remember, we're doing this for 2 people. Now that might be a lot, but just think about bunch of looting for 1 person.
Oh, the other aspect that I think is important to configure, and at least in my rating, is construction materials.
Yep.
And overall, this town is a good town to get construction. Like there was nails down below.
Yeah, grab this town is a really good place if you want to build something. A lot of people build it near this town. Now we're just coming into the town, so the town stretches from this point up until about this point. So just keep that in mind. This is Yantar here, not just this little sign. So let's move in this town. So here goes some Gorka trousers. Now you notice that's an upgrade. This is a nice pair of pants here. You got 4 slots, and they're pretty effective. So just keep that in mind. You also have bomber jackets, which is good because it's got 4 slots of space. Like that's the highest tier clothing you can get at the moment. So that's good. Good stuff. Now there could be, so sometimes there's people in these rooms, so you do want to be careful of that. Sometimes there's people that hide here, and if we do find some, we will loot them. So like that, building supplies, we got nails. You can't sell nails, but you can sell the hammer and saw that you might find. Gloves you can sell, so keep that. Okay. Now, that ammo's not worth it, so looks like There was a shotgun here. I missed. It's okay. We'll grab that. So, you see, shotgun. This is a nice shotgun. That's a pretty good shotgun. So, that's a bonus right there. Kind of looting the left side of the street here, and Vicious is looting the right side. So, oh, let's see. Yep, look at this. These are crates. They don't have textures. You can tell them because they're great. And look at that. We got quite nice stuff. We got a good, well, not a good pistol, but a nice pistol in there. Grab some of this. We got food supplies. You'll always find food in these crates here. That's kind of their thing. For whatever reason, they always have food. So just eat that up if you're hungry. You can sell the food. So for now, I'll take it. I'll keep it with me. Let me put my hotbar back on so I can eat some food. Sometimes you have stuff up here too. Just keep that in mind. Looking in here. We're just doing, this is a cursory kind of tips, best towns here. We're just kind of looking at to see if we were normal players coming in here, what would we see? Now you can always rip stuff up into rags, which is what you would use to craft into medicine here, so sterilized rags, and just, you can use that rag right off the bat to heal yourself. That's about 5 health worth. So here we go, look at this, a backpack. So that's, this is 9 slots, and I believe this backpack's 8 slots. Let me see, 7 slots. So that's a good backpack. If you don't have a backpack, you can find some here. Sheet metal, of course. That's for building chests when you have a house. Vodka. I was talking about sterilized rags. That's what you can combine with 4 rags to get 2 rags in return. Vodka is kind of the worst alcohol to use. Moonshine's better, and rubbing alcohol is the best. Alright, let's keep going to the better towns. We almost completed this entire complex, so... Okay, you up in that town. There we go, we got some Gorka trousers. I don't need any more of those. I'm looking for the best stuff to sell. Burlap, you can. I don't think you can sell it, but it is for building. It's a building material for building sandbags. 45 caliber. That's a good ammunition. Okay. Nothing here that's that great, so we'll move on. 45 caliber, you always want to check in here. I don't think that Santa hat's worth that much, but I'll just keep one. See how much it's worth at the end. Okay, so yeah, I know he just looted that, so let's keep going. Okay. Heading up to the next part of the town. This is the last segment of the town, and this is where the actual Yantar comes into play. But as I said before, that whole place is technically Yantar, so I would start at the end of the street there. I do hear people. Whoa, whoa. Where'd that come from? Oh, yep, see what I was saying about inside the house? Sometimes there's people outside the house. Be careful of that. Alright, I'm gonna check this house first. Yeah, here. There you go. So yeah, you do want to be careful checking these houses, but look at that. There's a gun right there. That's more valuable than these gloves. Just pick that up. Now you can sell ammo, but you have to get 100 bullets of ammo and to sell it. And it's not worth it as much as you would think. So here we go, look at this. This is a primary weapon. Even though it looks like a small weapon, it's a primary, so you cannot put it in your inventory unless you have a good backpack. So you got to get rid of that. I will take some soda because I am thirsty. So I try to only pick up one type of soda and one type of food. That way you get a nice. You don't use too much space. I don't need this ammo. I'm just gonna get rid of it because it's just go up same with that. So I have 2 guns. It looks like 3 guns. And these are good shirt and pants, but you can find that quite easy, as you've seen. You see it everywhere. So find stuff with 4 slots. Okay, moonshine, like I said, good for medical. So pick that up. You can sell those too. So if you really want to, you can sell the alcohol, which is actually worth quite a bit. Surprisingly. Oh, okay, hello. You see, not as worried about the ice is because I have this on, this heavy assault vest. So if you wonder why I'm just running around and people shooting, that's why. So usually people don't have something like that. So you want to be careful. These guys can really do damage to you, but I'm not so worried because the weapons aren't the greatest and I have nice armor. But anyway, moving around, check these buildings. Using this flashlight. Flashlights are very helpful in the buildings for checking, especially when it gets darker and you press the T button to turn it on if you have it on your gun. And let's check. Now, one thing we haven't been checking as much is back here. Sometimes, like this, you can see stuff back here. This is an okay rifle. I believe the shotgun's worth more, so I'm going to keep it, but that's a weapon you can sell for sure. So, finding a lot of stuff, which is good. This town might get a better rating for sure. Look at that, another pistol. I picked that up. Good thing to sell. Here's a hammer, one of the items used to start actually building. There's some ammunition under the staircase, but nothing that I need because I don't want to sell that. You would acquire a lot to sell, so grab some more nails. I'm just going to keep grabbing nails to show how many nails I can acquire. Construction supplies are always good. Okay. Just take a quick break here. Alright, there we go. Keep looting. We're doing a full looting session here because I want everyone to see how much loot you can take and how long it takes to loot this whole place. I do have a buddy though, so they help. So, two. So as you can see, a lot of people in here. This guy had a shotgun. He had cash. So these guys I would count in the actual funds here because they're part of this facility. They're inside the buildings. They're not a patrol walking by. So I am going to loot these guys. So he gets 800 cash. Not bad, especially if you're starting out. That's a good amount of monies. Later on, you find out that it really isn't that much money, but for now, it's a good place to start out. Jackets, you can sell these. The reason I've been ripping up for clothes is because they're not worth as much as you might think, but I'll take one with me just to show the price off. Let's keep going. Check the room. Sometimes there's things back here. Rubbing alcohol, look at that. So that's one of the best alcohols you can get for crafting purposes. Let me see, get rid of the stupid hat. I'll pick that up because you can sell that, or you can use it to craft. What I mean by best is if you craft rags with it, like sterilized rags, you get 4 sterilized rags back. While if you use vodka, you only get 2, and moonshine, you only get 3. So there's some Mosin ammo back there. Actually, I will pick that up because I need some.
All right. Well, sorry for the vacation there. I had to do the day job.
Oh yes, I figured.
Oh yeah, overall this town's pretty good. I like it.
So
it has a lot of resources.
Yeah, it's really fruitful for building. We got 26 nails. Usually is more, and I probably missed a few back there. Now back here, there's some stuff. So it's good for building. As you saw, I got a hammer. It's one of the few places that you can get hammers and saws and axes. Besides that one seaport we saw, you can probably get some hammers and saws there. But it's a good place, and overall, I think we're gonna get a nice profit from it. Some more nails. Look at that. So let's start heading back. I looted all the buildings, so you looted one side, and I'm full. I got a nice amount of stuff here. Got several guns, so a lot of pistols, a lot of small firearms, including I saw 2 shotguns and a rifle. So good place for loot. So let's just head back to the safe zone. Let's see what it looks like, and we'll meet you there. Alright, we are now back at the southern safe zone with all the loot from Yanto. We're about to compile all the loot up and see what the actual rating is and how much money we get from it. So let's see how much money we get from it first, and weapons. So we're calculating into our rating weapons and money mostly. So we have for weapons, the town was decent. There was 2 shotguns that I saw. There was a rifle and 4 guns, pistols. So overall, pretty valuable. So 600 per one of these pistols. That's very good. I will sell all this stuff. Now, sometimes you might want to keep the shotgun or keep a weapon. That's fine too. But we're just looking purely if you were selling it all for looting purposes. Now,
well, I think also, the ability to have do some construction and let's say you want to build a base.
Yeah.
For my rating, I'm going to configure that in because that town's pretty
Yeah.
good if you don't want to buy nails and you want to
Definitely.
get certain things.
Definitely. I'm gonna sell a section of food because I don't need it. So now I will say the one difference between the last town there was a bit of luck involved. That circular saw was 8,000 rubles, which is a rare find. You can find them there too. They have circular saws as well as drills, which you can find. So for me, I only made 9,000. Let me
That's
go.
about what I made. So I pulled in 9,000, and
So you cannot sell the bomb.
I'm gonna give my rating. I'm gonna say it is a good solid 7 in my book because it has everything that you want in a town, and it's geared towards building a base. So if you want to get base materials, that's a good town to go to.
Yep, and
Um,
it's not too hostile as there was guys hiding in the buildings, but it's not extremely hostile, so it's not a big problem. So we made about 40 nails. That's good to start
well,
out.
and that's
phase.
why I didn't give it an 8 or a 9 because it does.
So what was your rating?
7?
Yeah, I think a 7's good too. So I'm gonna go for a 7. So in total, that's a 14-point rating. So that's pretty good. That's a good town we just rated. I say it's good because of the loot was pretty good. There was backpacks, there was guns, there was building supplies. So if you're just starting out, that's a good place to go to. And we made about $18,000 in total, so it was good. And we call it Yantai, but it was called
I think we need to name this instead of like
whatever it was, Yantai or whatever it was. It was so.
instead of like a Calvin scale, maybe we'll call it the tomato scale or the.
Yeah, the tomatoes scale of rating.
Tomato scale rating, or something like that.
Well, anyway, so if you go back to Yantai or whatever it was, that's a good place to go. It's in the Russian version. I prefer Yantar because that's the way I just like looking at it because, I'm American, so I pronounce things how I see it, so. But, you heard the Russian way to say it, so if you want to call it that, go ahead. Anyway, so that's a pretty good rating. I've sold everything from there, it looks like, so I'm up full here. The next place on our docket is going to be north. So we have 3 towns up north we're going to take a look at. We got Gorky, Makhlak, and Zoryar. We'll look at the names, but we're going to be hitting 1, 2, and 3, and going back here. So, anyway, we'll see you there. Okay, so we're currently at the next town on our docket here, and this is a town a lot of people will spawn at or come near. This is Gorky. Unfortunately, you can't see it because the vicious name kind of covers it up, but it's Gorky, so Gorky. But in Russian, it's pronounced. Let's find out here.
Горького.
Gorkova. Interesting. So it changes from Gorky to Gorkova. Interesting. So that's something interesting to find out. Certainly. So let's see what this town has in store. A lot of people spawn near this town, and they can figure out kind of some of the loot here. So we'll start at the barricade over here, looting. See what we can get of these trucks, vehicles, kind of stuff. So nothing in this truck. Nothing in here. Oh, look at this. A rifle. And some ammo.
Alright.
Got some rifle already.
Looks like a fine town.
This is not a bad rifle, but it's not one I would depend on. It's kind of crappy compared to some of the other rifles in the game. I mean, it is the worst rifle in the game, but... Alright, so let's start looting. If you want to take the right side of the street, I'll take the left. It's kind of a small town, so obviously not much possibility for loot. But we'll still give it a best running shot.
What's this town's what's it called again, Joseph?
That's the proper name. So there is some nails. I just found about 18 nails.
Yeah.
So there's some building supplies here. Let's keep that in mind.
It looks dark and depressing. I will say that.
It is.
It
it is
doesn't have
slightly
the
depressing.
cheeriness of most of the other towns.
Yeah, it's also getting nighttime, so that could also be it. But it is slightly depressing. There is. Oh,
Annex.
look at that. So there's a shotgun here. Now I don't know which one's more expensive. This little one or this
Just a
rifle.
pair of pants. I always wanted a pair.
I'm gonna
of
say
pants
this rifle is a little vodka. We can still sell that. It's not the greatest, but it should be worth at least 1,000. Oh shoot! Oh, that's a military geared guy. Whoa! Where did he come from? So, I don't think he was patrolling. I think he was in the town. That means his loot is ours. So wow, interesting. So now we have boosted ourselves with a military shotgun. These things are excellent, and they're worth quite a bit of money. Now his clothes, these are Gorka clothes. They're worth 1,000 apiece. So, unlike this ammo and that other stuff, you can still sell them. So actually, I just threw this lighter on the ground. You can actually pick these up and put them in your pocket. Good
I
stuff.
got a
to loot.
beanie over here.
Beanies are nice. I don't know if they're worth as much, but certainly are something. Alright, let's see what else we got here. We got broken walkie-talkie parts. We have shotgun shells. Now remember, if you get 100 shotgun shells, you can sell them. I don't need them, so I got another lighter. Tracksuit pants. I don't think we can sell those, but we'll at least take them with us. So that's one way. Vehicle, not much actually. I'm kind of disappointed. Besides that one military guy, which is very interesting, that he came in and he was here. We have someone else.
You know, I think it is important to remind everyone this: they randomly spawn things. So
yeah, sometimes you get better, sometimes you get worse. So
we've been through a lot of these towns before, so we're kind of adding a little of that into our overall judgment as well.
This town is a good town. You spawn right next to this a lot of times. Sometimes you spawn south, sometimes you spawn right when you first get in the game. So this is a good town to loot, as you can see, for a new player. But what we're going to decide is how much if it's really that great for someone who just wants to get some money, some loot, some cash. Of course, we're going to be doing.
Green zone.
Well, we might do a better video on some of the hot spots later on, like military zones, stuff like that. But for now, we're just doing town. So, all right, let's.
This is the city limits right here. See?
Yeah, that's
where
that's
the car is.
vicinity.
We've now entered the city limits of.
So very small. You can see the loot. Not as much as I expected. The military shotgun's going to be a boost in cash, however. So let's get back to the green zone, and we'll give it our rating. All right, we'll see you there. For me, it's easier that way. All right. So we're back here at the safe zone. We didn't really catch it coming in, but here's the northern safe zone up here. It's a good place. A little quick tip: if whatever you put in storage up here at the safe zone, and money-wise and storage-wise, does not transfer down to the southern. They're two separate places. Just keep that in mind. So now we're at the southern. We're gonna sell everything we just got. So the lighters are 100. Not that much, but they're a little extra. So they're worth something. Let's move up here. Alright, so this is 6,000 for this military shotgun. That's excellent. So that right there was a boost, definitely. So let's sell these jeans. Let's grab all that. So that's a nice amount of money right there. Look at that, 8,000. Let's go sell this other stuff. I don't think I can sell the jeans. Not jeans, but I don't think I can sell the pants or the beanie. And I can't sell the broken walkie-talkie bots. I thought I could. But so all that I'm just going to get rid of because there's no use having it. But however, the vodka I can't sell. So in total, I made 9,000. So how much did you make?
Well, I made around a little less than 4,000. So
a little less than 4,000. So I'll just
about 3,800. And the thing is I will say this: I'm gonna give the town a higher rating than that first town we went to. But I'm gonna give it. See, what did I give the other one a 2? I'm gonna give that one a 4. Simply because a small town like that's easy to get in, easy to get out. It's just easier to start off there.
Well,
so
there is another town we didn't
overall.
see. Boar. It's very close. Boar is we passed on the way. It's just a farmland. It's not that great of a place to loot. But you know the fact that you can do Gorka so quick and then head over to Boar and then Green Zone, that could be profitable. But so in total we made 12,800 rubles together, and which is you know it's pretty good. It's not the greatest. So what's the point did you give it? What point did you give it?
So I gave it a 4, and you gave it a what?
I'm gonna give it a 6. Just
So
because I think that it's a good place to start out. Definitely, I wouldn't come here for loot, but it's a 6. So, being that there is military good guys sometimes, so that's 10. So we got 10 right there. So there we go. So 10 for Gorky. The next town on our docket here is Maclock. It's a town that stretches from this side of the lake to the next. So we're gonna be heading there, and we'll see you guys there. All right. Yes, we have arrived. So this right here is Maclock, or well, let me put it in my my translation here to see the exact pronunciation. I believe you can hear that. So here we go. Maklock. What does it sound in Russian?
Маклок.
Makluk. Okay, so look, they make a strenuated O sound. Is that what you call it? Makluk. So
Are
there
you
go.
showing it on your map there,
Makluk.
where it is?
Yeah, I'm looking right now on my map. It's right here, by this lake.
Fantastic.
So Makluk.
Маклок.
Makluk. There we go. That's the term for it. So I want you all to be educated on proper Russian terms, of course. That's why we're doing this. So you can say it to everyone else. That they're saying it wrong. Exactly. That's what the point is. So we're gonna start here on the right side of the town, and kind of move our way in, because this is the beginning of the town, I believe. Yeah. Beginning of town. There's a house over there, but that's not technically part of the town. But yeah, you can loot that. I'm actually dying of thirst, but let me eat a can of soup. Okay, so I'll take this barn. See what's inside of it. So this barn typically has a shotgun or something in it. When I say typically, sometimes it has it. Guess sometimes it doesn't.
Oh,
Alright.
this is a classic
Pistol.
Soviet design.
Can't forget that. Yeah. It is.
That house has a bunch of rubble in front of the door.
Yeah, one of the houses is barricaded and you can't get in. Now, I didn't end up taking this hat back to sell it. I don't think it's worth that much, so I really don't take it back. Anyway, well, look at all this. There's a lot of houses here. It's kind of a big place, so it's a nice place for possible loot, which is one of the best ways you can measure something, by possible loot. So if something has more possible loot than another, it's usually better. So in this case, this is a better facility, I think, than some of the others. 5-7. Okay, yeah, I don't want to take any of this because you can't sell that. You can't sell that. You can sell the ammo, but you'd have to get 100 bullets, and that's a no bueno, pretty much. I mean, I could try to grab some shotgun shells. See, this is shotgun shells. It's not. Okay.
So there is zip zero on this side.
There's
Two houses. You can't even get into these two houses over here. They have rubble and things in front of the door.
Oh, I see
Can't
what you
open
mean.
the door.
Yeah, so I got nothing on these two houses up here. I mean, I got
Nothing
something.
there. This is
Is that the whole
an
town?
absolute bust.
Is that the whole town?
I mean, the lake is cool. Look at the
There
view
is
of the lake.
a patrol
That's
coming
really
down
nice.
this way. Wow.
Oh, we got to do the new house over here. By the way, there's a new house.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to include that
You
other
wanna
house.
engage that patrol? Is that?
No, I was just looking at this house. So interesting.
Yeah,
So
there's the new house, which is under construction here.
the barn
Soviet,
is probably one of the best ways to get something. I didn't check this shack. Let's see if anything's in it. No.
I'm
So
gonna head over here to this construction
I got a
site.
pistol off of it and some alcohol. Look at that dead cow. We're looking for. I guess we'll just check to see this house anyway. So this is like similar to the house you'll see in Yantar or Yintar or Yantai or whatever it is. That's some sort of sheet
Lumber
metal.
here.
Lumber is good, but you can't sell it. Oh,
Toothpicks
here
out
we
of
go.
those.
I got a small double barrel shotgun. So this is something. So decent weapon here. I mean, that's an okay weapon. It's a double barrel shotgun. That's always good. Rope. That's about 400 to 500 rubles. So that's good to pick up. You can also use it to make a temporary backpack if you have to. Alright, so that was kind of disappointing. That was everything. So let's head back to the safe zone, see what we got, and then we'll give it a rating. So we'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, we're back here. Back at the northern safe zone. Alright, now to sell off what we have, and also gotta buy some liquid because I am dying of dehydration. So get some red here and a little bit of soup. Alright, drink some of that. Alright. Give it a second. Alright, there we go. So a little bit of building supplies at that no, that was from what am I saying? That's from that was from Gorkia. We don't want that. So there's some of this ammo. So we got some shotgun shells. Not the greatest. Let's sell some of this. So we got a rope. We got some vodka. I can sell that. I can't sell the hat so far. Let me check over here. Can I sell it? No. So the hat cannot be sold. So it's a worthless purchase. This, the pistol's worth more than this. This is horrible. That was a horrible weapon. So, in total, I got 1,000. So we got about $1,900. Not that much. For me, how much did you get?
Well, I got $300. I found some ammo.
$300. Okay, so that
Got
puts
300,
us at,
300 rubles, and
that puts Maclock at 2,200.
yeah, it's a little lacking.
It is horrible in the terms of loot. The only place you can really loot is that barn, and you'll get a
Is
shotgun
it
and some
all
stuff out of
about
it.
loot and all about construction, or is it about the environment?
Well, we don't care about the
When I
environment.
went to
We're
Maclock,
Russians.
I felt at peace because I saw that beautiful lake. And
Well,
I was
okay.
connecting, I was thinking
Yeah,
about
the
fishing
lake
off
is
the
kind of cool.
dock.
So
So
I'll give
I
it
give it.
2
I'm going to
points.
give it
I'll get a
a
2
good
point.
solid 5.
Oh,
Just
5
because
points?
the environment was worth it.
No, okay, I'm giving it 1 because that's a horrible place. I mean, I liked the other place that was next to the ocean. At least had, I mean, we got $27,000 from that place by the ocean, and we only
Yeah,
gave
but
it
it was
6
all the
points.
schmucks you had to fight through. They
We-
were, you know.
Okay, so we'll rate this as you gave it a 5. I'm giving it a 1, so that's 6 in total. So for me, I think it was one of the worst places we've been to, but it's a 6. It's a 6 right now. So, Baragora, Baragova, I think that's a better place, but that's my opinion. So let's put that money away, and there we go. Okay, so let's go out there and go to the next place, which is actually our last place for today's video. Zoria. This is a place that's kind of been a nice little place. It's out there by itself, so not too much traffic. So it's 2 kilometers from the safe zone. However, that's the one downside, but we will go and see. We're back here at oh, until I forgot the name. Zoria. Now we have to do as a tradition. We have to find out what Zoria means in Russian or how to say it in Russian, so we properly pronunciate it.
Заря.
Zarya, Zarya, so Zarya essentially. So I'm just gonna call it Zarya. Zarya, same thing. All right. Well, I'll take the left side if you want to take the right. You can see it's just
Hey,
a little
cool.
farming village maybe. A few houses. That's about it. But it should
I
have
will say, out
something.
of all the towns we've been in, this one's actually been one of my favorites. I've got a lot of materials from here. I built a base nearby.
Okay, watch.
And
We
now
gotta
it's
watch.
dark and you can't see a thing, but
Yeah, it's a little hard to see, and usually you don't want to loot at night, but you can just press the tab button and see everything nearby, so it's not a big deal. Got broken parts, as we learned out. You can't sell those, unfortunately, which is a bummer. So they're worthless, practically. Okay, we got some burlap in that shack. Let's take a look around the other side, though. Ah, look at that, vodka. That's 1,000 rubles right there. So this place is becoming more valuable. Oh, rope. That is valuable. Okay, let's make it inside. Oh, I already see a gun. Look at that, a double barrel, moonshine, track pants, some shotgun shells. Pick them up just in case I have to use that gun. Just some pants, it looks like, and a shirt. Stuff you can't sell, unfortunately. Electrical components, you can sell those. So that is something.
yeah. Overall, this is great for construction. It's great for just getting regular loot. It seems to have a lot of stuff, generally.
Okay.
The spawns seem to be pretty
Anything in there?
good.
No.
Got a good pair of pants here. Broken flashlight. You can have that.
Oh, hard hat. That's some money worth. Okay, yeah, so this shed, you can get a little bit of construction supplies. Now, the town, really the best town so far for construction supplies has been Yantar, or Yantai, or whatever it is. It really is the best. Oh, you left a pistol, yeah. That's valuable.
Yeah, I can't see.
Oh, you
I
can't
just double check.
can't see. Okay. Well, let's take a peek through the house here. Alright.
Yeah, so this has
Yeah.
always been. I think this has been more my favorite of a town. Just 'cause it doesn't get patrolled very much. When it does, it's manageable.
Yeah, there's not many patrols.
And
There's a
it's
road,
got diversity
but
as far as materials and stuff.
no guys here. So it's basic. It's a pretty basic town. I haven't seen anything that great, but anything that bad. So we'll skip back to the safe zone here, and let's find a tally here, and we'll make a rating. So, let's head back to safe zone. All right, we'll see you there.
All right, cool.
Cool. Those are the guys from yesterday. That's really nice. All right, so let's sell it up. So this is the take from Zarya. Let's sell it all up. Watches, vodka. Okay, so I am tallying about 4,000. Oh, let me sell my shotgun. So this shotgun is worth a little bit more than the double.
Okay, it's about 4,000.
I got about 4,600. 4,600 exactly.
Okay, I really like that town because of diversity and there's not a big patrol. I'm gonna give it an 8 for me.
You're gonna give it
just
8? I'm
because
gonna give it a
it's
6.
diverse.
I give it a 6 because I think it's pretty good. It's out there. It's got some stuff in it, but I don't think it's the greatest. But I would say 6. So you got an 8. That's 6. That's 12. So no, sorry, excuse me, 14. So wow, we have, interestingly enough, we have consistent answers. We only have one answer that is not a pair. So Zarya has amassed a 14-point total. And for the money, how much did you make?
About 4,000, but it was nighttime and I couldn't see much. But I've done that town many, many times before, and out of all the towns I've been in, it produces the most loot of any town.
Okay.
In my opinion, except for we didn't do one of the Charlog or whatever. That one also does good. But
So here we
didn't
go.
do
You
that
wanna hear the total tallies for all 5 games? Let's come out here
Yep,
into
first
the.
one was 6.
Let's go out here to the thing here. Let me take a picture. There we go. Screenshot worthy. There we go. Look at that. All right. So here is the total and tally for all 5. All 5 of them. We have the first one which we did, which was Berigova. I'm gonna say it probably wrong. Just keep that in mind. Berigova though. 27,000 at the highest amount of money we made, and we gave it a 6 points in total. Not the greatest. I believe you gave it a 1, and I think I gave it a 5. So
it's a total of 6, right?
total 6 points. Even
right.
though we made the most money there, though. So just keep that in mind. That could be some of it's random chance.
Disappointing. High rises.
Disappointing
pretty
town,
much
but we
useless.
did make the most money there. That's directly out of the
You got to
safe zone.
think of how big the town is.
It's
and
really
you should have
close.
made a lot more.
I saw how big the town was, but I also saw how close it was to the safe zone, how easy it was to go get it and then sell you stuff. So 27,000 altogether, which was great. So the next town is Yantar, which is the building town. Keep that in mind. It was placed at 14 points, one of our hires. So Yantar's a good town to loot, not that far from the south safe zone. A lot of building supplies there. We made 18,000 rubles there, so nice amount of money. So that's our second. One of our first. We have a few.
And it's a
times.
good place to get construction materials and build a base. And if you don't want to buy nails, I thought it was pretty good. That's why I probably got such a high rating.
Yeah, it's got
And
a high
it didn't have a
rating.
diversity
It's
of
good.
material.
So the next on the list is Gorky, whatever it is, whatever you want to say. It had a 10-point rating for us at 12,800 rubles. That was a nice town. It was very close. You spawn right next to it. It's a very good town to get. It's near other towns and near the northern safe zone. So that's why I got a higher rating. The next town on our list was Maklak. It was really disappointing town. We gave it 6 points. We probably should even gave it less than that.
Depressing too.
But you wanted to give it 5 points because it was next to a lake, so it got higher. So it tied with the lowest, which was Bergarov on points. That is, how money it was the absolute lowest. It was 2,200 rubles. Absolute
Scenery was nice.
horrible money. I would recommend not going there. Scenery might have been good, but I would say it's not worth it. The next
Nice
one on the
beach
list was
resort.
Zarya, 8,000 rubles. It is really far from the northern safe zone, so unless you have a base or something nearby, it might be worth it to go out there. We got 8,000 from it, but we did give it a high points because of the diversity of stuff you can get from it. Anyway, that's all 5 towns that we've raided. We went to each one of them, collected the stuff, and sold it. So
There you go.
that
The
right there,
scientific method proven.
it is what you would call maybe a form of scientific method. But at least you could see it's all random. So sometimes you'll get more, sometimes you get less. But from what we got, the best town for money wise was actually Bergorov, Bergorov. Anyway, the one down here, closest to the southern safe zone. So that's a very good place to go. That encompassed this little section as well. So this whole area.
All right. Well, that ends my piece. I'm gonna go talk to these guys over here.
All right. Well, thank you very much. We did enjoy your patronage here. So thank you very much, and you'll have a very good day. Salty Tomatoes out.